so in the shop today, we have Jacob working on the 2026 RSV4. Okay, so he's already got a couple of the fairings off, and what we're doing with this 2026 RSV4 is we are going to be swapping out this stock exhaust for the SC-Project full system. So this is a 27 TC90C. This is the carbon version. And we're going to be adding the velocity stacks as well as the up map to take care of the tuning. So basically what we're doing is turning this machine from kind of a stock ripper into a track monster. And if you've been following the build so far, we were talking with Griff and basically going over like the plans for the build and all of that. I'll link it in the right up here on the right hand side, but basically going through and building this thing from a base into a factory killer. So we've got the exhaust ready to go in, we've got the velocity stacks and the up map, and then we have a little bit of a secret right here. Whoa, that's going to be interesting as well, coming from Core Moto. But yeah, so let's get this box open and see what all is going to come with the SC-Project full system. All right, so obviously this is going to be the full system, so it is going to be the headers, mid pipe, as well as the silencer. So got a collector, carbon protection, header pipe, collector, all of our hardware, header pipe, header pipe, header pipe, collector and mid pipe, and then finally header pipe. SC-Project World Champion exhaust made in Italy. And then this is going to be our silencer. So this is the SC1-R. And you get, this is your instruction manual as well as a couple of stickers. And then this piece right here is the really important part because this tells you how everything goes together. So instruction manual, yeah, it just talks about spacing and all that, fitting it up. But like I said, this is the really important part. So that is what you get with the 827 TC90C. And yeah, basically it is grown-up Legos. So you're going through and figuring out, you know, each one of the header pipes, how those fit in. Obviously you have the front two cylinders here, the rear two cylinders here, collector, that's that U, and then your mid pipe, and then finishing out with your silencer. So this is your your cheat sheet on how this thing goes together. And basically with this, you want to make sure that you are, you know, as you assemble, you're making sure that you're staying clean, making sure that all of the pieces and parts get fit up correctly, because it's very easy to get some of these pieces, like, you know, the left on the right, right on the left, that kind of thing. So when you're putting this thing together, make sure that you are not cinching everything down, leave everything really loose once you get it kind of in place. And then all of these pipes have to fit correctly and give yourself appropriate clearances and that kind of thing. And then once you're happy with all of the clearances, that's when you can really cinch everything down and get everything fit the way that it's supposed to be. So yeah, I'm gonna lay all this stuff out for Jacob so that he can have a little bit more of a clear working space here. And yeah, like I said, Jacob is he's our sales manager, and basically he is the guy who is going to be answering the phone, answering your questions, answering your emails. So this is part of what we do here at Motovation USA, SC-Project USA, is we are getting into all of the installs that we can so that we know how things go together. We know that the issues, the things that you're gonna see when you're trying to put this together on your own, whether you're doing it in your garage, whether it's the shop doing it, that kind of thing. We want to have the answers for you when you give us a call so that we know how things are going together. So that's why we do what we do. And that's why Jacob gets so hands-on with all this stuff, is because he wants to have that firsthand knowledge so that he can help you figure out what exactly you need to do. So with this exploded view, basically it ends up looking like this once it's all laid out. So like I said, you've got your hanger, your silencer, then you've got your carbon protection. This is your link pipe. This is the link pipe that is right here that makes the bend for the rear 2 cylinders. I did say when I was pulling those out of the box that I had 5 header pipes. This is not a 5-cylinder engine. They have one of the header pipes that is split into 2. So basically that is going to be a slip fit to make this header or this exhaust end up tying it back into the U there. And then you've got your other header pipe. This is the collector and link pipe for the front bank, and then you've got your your 2 front header pipes there. So basically this, like I said, is going to be your your guiding light on how this goes together, because if you don't have this and you just see this, that's confusing. So make sure that you keep this, make sure that you are going through step by step, because once you get the bike kind of apart, the exhaust off, yeah, it's kind of an open world strategy game for you. You kind of have to figure out what you want to do and the direction that you want to do it. So Jacob already has the exhaust off of here. So this is your big collector. This is going to be your bread box or catalytic converter, that kind of thing. And so you can see the rear bank ties in here, and then this is going to be your exit to come out for the silencer. And yeah, that's going to be where a lot of heat is generated and a lot of weight. And yeah, that's kind of what we're getting rid of. So then you're going to have to get up in here to get to your rear head bolts. Yeah, not an easy process. So if you are not mechanically inclined or don't want to wade into something like this, there is no shame in consulting with your local Aprilia dealer to get this thing out, because like I said, it's not easy, and it's not going to be a short and easy process. And I put everything that came out of the box onto the scale here. We've got all of the hardware, we've got the full system, and in the silencer we've got the DB killer, and it comes in at 10.15 pounds. And if you're not going to be running the DB killer, that's good for 1/3 pound. Okay, and then while Jacob is doing that, I'm going to run down to Ducati Austin and pick up the 24M. Had a little bit of a get off at the track a couple weeks ago, so we are going to start working on that project and refitting some Elmberger carbon for that. So that is going to be an exciting thing. We'll leave a link to that in the future, or if it's not out yet, just stay tuned, and we are going to get a little video series about that going as well. So lots of stuff here in the shop, always stuff going on. So yeah, like, subscribe, comments, like all of that stuff is going to help us continue to make these videos, make sense, to bring you this stuff so that you can, basically know what we've got going on, and we can continue to show you and educate on this channel and that kind of thing. So yeah, we'll see you here in a few. Exhaust update time. So let me get this flipped over. Jacob has made some good headway here, but he has found one little difference between the 26 and the 21, or the previous generation. So it's going to be down to this this bracket right here. So if you can see right here, there is a stay that is going to tie in here, and this bracket ties in right there. You can see that, yeah, it ties in right there, and then is going to mount up right here and hold this bracket or hold this exhaust in place. But here's the problem. The SC system is going to call for utilizing the stock OEM hardware for this bracket. But the 26, kind of similar to the Extrenta, does not utilize, if you can see that bracket in there, it does not utilize that for a stay like it did in the 21. And let's go take a look over at the 21. Okay, so you can see that bracket there, and then there is a fairing stay that comes off of the bottom, down here and ties into the fairing to hold this in place. So on the 21 and the previous generation, it has that fairing stay. On the Extrenta, similar to the 26 or the new generation, it does not have that fairing stay. So okay, so we pulled that link pipe and exhaust off of here to show you this a little bit better. So this bracket is going to go right here, and then once we get everything tightened up, it's going to this is going to line up with this bracket right here. So for the new generation on the full system, you're going to need to source some new screws, some new bolts, some M6 by, what is it, 1.0 thread pitch, and probably about 15 mil long. So you're gonna have to source some new bolts for that, and then that will allow you to get this bracket installed, and then utilize that hanger. So again, that's another one of the situations where we always say when you're installing these things, leave everything loose, because you don't know what kind of issues you're going to run into, and and clearances and that kind of thing. So we're back with day 2. We've got, Jacob has done good work here. We have the exhaust all installed. Everything is fitting nice and neat. So we've got the SC1-R fit up real nice. Like I said, you gotta get yourself some hardware to make that bracket fit, and then look through here. You've got that rear bank sitting real nice. Still got the lambda sensors are hanging, so we still have to get those installed, and then we're also working, gonna get the upmap, the Gabbro tune on here, and basically get this thing tuned to handle this new exhaust. And we're also going to be running the velocity stacks right there, and yeah, this tune is going to take advantage of both of those. So we're going to get rolling on this, and yeah, we'll get to hear this thing here shortly. Oh, check this out. That's something you don't need. That used to be in there, and that is going to go in the trash. Real quick, Jacob just pulled all of the stock pieces and put them on the scale here. Anyone have a guess? 28.25. So all of the stock hardware is running at 28.25, and that includes the rear pegs, that includes springs, that includes our servo motor, just everything that came off of this bike that was associated with the stock exhaust is on there. And again, 28.25 pounds. So yeah, big weight savings here. And we're back. All right, so the bike doesn't look more together, but it is further along. We are working on the velocity stacks now. So got the intakes all covered up so we don't get anything in there. Got the new sprint filter in there as well, and then Jacob is working on getting these velocity stacks from Gabbro installed. So those are the new stacks. So there's that. The stock setup is like that. And basically that is going to give us better airflow into this engine. The major update engine-wise with the 26 RSV4 is going to be the throttle bodies. It is a larger throttle body. And that is how the new generation of RSV4 is getting a little bit more power. Is definitely going to be updated throttle bodies. So that's how they're getting that extra power out of that motor. So Jacob's going to finish that up, and then we already have the Gabbro up map uploaded to the ECU, and exhaust is installed, as you already saw. And basically we're pretty dang close. So previously we got a sound clip of the stock exhaust, which I'll put in here. And here in a few, we're going to get a new sound clip of this this motor breathing more easily with that SC-Project exhaust right there, and the velocity stacks right there. So almost there. All right, so we've got the bike done. It is on the ground, so we've got everything installed, and it just so happens that Mr. Griffin decided to just drop by and see what we've been up to.
Well, you know, cool things y'all see me, not in my Lulu stuff I normally wear, but yeah, finished playing golf today. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. Coolest thing, I've been waiting on the exhaust for a long time around, but I'm just happy that it's on the bike, and definitely can't wait to get this bike out there on the track. But at the same time, you know, in my opinion, you can't go wrong with SC. So I'm excited to see, one, what this bike sounds like, but two, to actually put it on the track with the tune and see how it feels going to this last track day in November, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and then see what we need to do, twerk, whatever, to still build it to myself, and I'll be ready for next year, 2026.
The folks have been following along, and we got the exhaust installed. We got the velocity stacks in the airbox, and we did a sprint filter for you. Mm-hmm. And then we've got that tune. So yeah, I think it's going to sound great. Let's roll it outside, and I'll actually just get you to start it up out there, and we'll do a little sound check. Sound good?
Sounds great. Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Did you see the flames?
I did see
Did you
it.
see the sparks? What do you think?
She ready.
Ooh,
She ready to go.
that sounds mean, dude.
Sounds mean, loud. That sounds ready to go. Shit.
Yeah, so this is the full system. So headers, full decat on the link pipe, all that stuff. So this is that A27. This is basically everything that you're ready to, that you need to get out there to you know, turn some heads.
Man, I appreciate it as always. Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Can't wait to put on the track, and we're always doing something here. So
Yeah.
keep
We
it going.
got something else coming. So
Okay.
I got to get that. I got to get working on that. So that'll be in this next episode.
Okay.
So if you'll tell the people to you know, follow along, we'll get it going.
Well, I'm gonna say, like always, I'm always doing something new. We got a lot of things going, especially for 2026, but for 2025, stay tuned. We have some more updates to this bike as we continue to build it. So far, we got the rear sets on, of course, brake levers, everything else, but new suspension that I put on it, and can't go wrong with the SC-Project. So we're building it. It's something I enjoy doing, but this is definitely going to be my new track bike, especially for 2026. So it's coming along slowly but surely. Stay tuned to the next episode. And again, like I always say, if there's something that you would like or more information of, feel free to DM us, whatever it needs to be. We'll try to find out the information. But definitely, if you order this exhaust, they installed it here at Motovation. And with that being said, any questions that you may have, contact them and they'll be able to help you out.